When my number was called at the lottery, did I make the right choice when I picked this?
We'll find out.
All right, stick around. I'm the Colonel Fisher.
And I'm his wife, Debbie.
We are the Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiasts. You know what? Today's a special day because I get to pour.
Oh, and I get to talk about A. Smith Bowman Cask Strength Batch Number 3, coming out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, 135.1 proof, uncut, unchilled filter. Like that makes a difference, but I think it does.
It does because it leaves all the fats in there.
Ooh, I like
and it
fats.
makes it a little more viscous.
When it's unfiltered?
Correct. Non-chill filtered. Uncut. Yeah, okay. So what else do we have here on the list? Did you say the proof?
Yes, I did.
See, I had to focus on pouring it because she had like these wild hand motions and I thought she was going to knock the bottle out of my hand.
Brian got this. It came out in a lottery in January. It was like a week-long lottery or something that you could have possibly won it. We didn't. We got it in our own little raffle.
Yeah. So, I mean, the distillery ran from a week, and our friend Joey Kay and his dad actually won this lottery like 3 or 4 or 5 times, something insane.
You got to go down there and get it.
And you have to go and get it.
That's not that far.
He went one time, I believe. Maybe twice, but I think one time. And when he went down there, you get the bottle for MSRP, $100, and you get a tour and a tasting.
Oh.
And there's some discrepancies. He was going to come on camera, but he's too busy. A family man, plays softball. He's got no time for videos.
Not like us. We have no life.
Correct. Anything else I got here for you?
We paid like $116 for it.
Right. And when I got called in the lottery, I was like somewhere like around 10, 11, 12. So I was happy when this was there. It was a cool lottery. All right, so let me just talk just a little bit about this as I do. So I'm going to read off my little cue card here because there's some interesting things here that we will see if we can clear up. Deb's wondering why I got a bottle of Blanton straight from the barrel here. We're going to find out. This bourbon is distilled at Buffalo Trace and distilled a 3rd time in the Bowman's smaller pot stills. Bowman was acquired by Sazerac in 2003, and it is barreled and stored in Virginia, Fredericksburg. So the controversy is the mash bill. I am looking online, and I see everything all over the place, right? So I'm just going to go read through the 3, and then we're going to see if by tasting if we can figure out what the heck's going on here. Okay? Probably not. All right. One website said it's mash bill number 1, the low rye, where it's Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, and George T. Stagg. Now, I also saw some people say mash bill 2, which would be the high rye, which is like Blanton's and Hancock's and stuff like that. And when Joey was there on the tour guy said it was mash bill 2. So now we got differing opinions what mash bill it is. And then I read an article, Bourbon Culture. Did you take a sip?
No.
Bourbon Culture. I got to yell at her once. Bourbon Culture, they said that it is, Buffalo Trace mash bill, but it's a high wine custom mash bill.
High wine?
I don't know what that is, right? But it's a custom-made mash bill for them. And that was coming from Brian Pruitt, who is the master distiller there.
Well, when you have time to work, you're doing a lot of reading.
You know, when you're talking to me,
History.
I'm ignoring you and just, try it. So I don't know. I would tend to believe the master distiller, but then again, the
proof is in the pudding.
the person that's doing the tour guide, he should know too. So I'm curious. We're going to try this and stick around for our initial sips, and we'll see if this tastes more like straight from the barrel or E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof or none of the above. All right. Oh, it smells good. I'm getting like some apple off the nose. I always get it like an apple thing off of Buffalo Trace. When I was called for this lottery and it was my turn, Mark, the owner, I didn't even say what I wanted. I go, you know what I want. And he's like the Bowman, and he pulled it on the side for me, right? So I was calling my shots.
I'm going in.
She's going in. This smells really nice.
That's thick.
I got to take another sip because we were just coming off a 100 proof video. And this is warming me right now. So that was my acclimation pour, which was
That's thick.
which is a pretty. Deb's saying it's thick, so
Yeah.
I never do this right. It is gripping the glass. There is nice viscosity right there.
Hence the unfiltered, unchilled. Get it now. That's good.
I enjoy that. I am going to rule out. Ooh, that's got a nice hug.
I'm rolling out Buffalo Trace.
Well, I'm going to rule out the low rye, like the fact that it could be Mash Bill 1. You know, it doesn't taste anything like George T. Stagg or E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof or anything like that. So it's either what Joey says, the Mash Bill 2, or it could be like their own custom made.
That's good.
Yeah, let's go in a little bit deeper. We're gonna give this a rating and get some better tasting notes than what we just did. I still have to get used to this. This is really hitting me good, in a good way.
We're back. Very interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but our neighbor finally decided to cut his lawn, so that's a positive for
Cut the lawn or get a goat.
Yeah, or but it's you might hear that in the video. I'm gonna tell you, I enjoyed this, but I was hoping for an orgasm and I didn't get it. Right, so
Maybe
that's
later.
where I'm at. So there was the expectation, and then that's where it was.
I didn't have any expectations.
Okay, so I did. And that's the first time I tried straight from the barrel. I had the expectation, it was down here, but then when you go back to it, you're like, okay, I'm even Steven.
I thought the price point for what we got was good. It wasn't bad.
Oh, it was a
What
good
we
price.
paid for it, yeah.
I thought that was an awesome price. Okay, so let's go in on the nose.
It's weird. When I nose this straight on, I really didn't get much. This is crazy. When I go sideways, I get maple.
And when I first nosed it, I think I said I smelled a little bit of apple. And I thought when I did poured a little more, put a drop of water in. I thought the nose was a little bit better for me.
I didn't like it with a drop of water. It gave me some kind of aftertaste.
I don't know. I call that the finish. All right. The front of the palate was a strong suit for me. Mm-hmm. What do you got on the front?
Well, first of all, the feel was very nice, very viscous, oily. On the palate, I got traditional vanilla, like toasted caramel, toffee-ish.
Right.
That was really good.
And that actually, like I had vanilla up front and then the toffee like transitioned to the back. When we took the first sips, I think I just took too big of a sip and I was like overzealous. And then I swallowed and I was like, whoa, that's hot. But with a nice controlled pour, I found it enjoyable.
The finish, I got a little spice, like more like black pepper, I think. I wasn't expecting that.
Right. And the finish for me sometimes was good, sometimes was non-existent.
Really?
Yeah, like it alternated on sips. That happens with me. And I enjoyed it more. I'm special. I enjoyed it more after the water. I think it brought out the sweetness. I thought the finish, oddly enough,
The sweetness was good. The finish, I didn't care for with
was
the water.
longer, I thought.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but longer of what?
I don't know. Little oakiness, some baking spices, maybe some black pepper. And the mouthfeel was solid, right? So I enjoyed this. For the price point, you can't go wrong.
Maybe worth the road trip down there.
I was going to say, I don't know. We'd have to, have that discussion, a road trip. All right, stick around for our reviews, ratings, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
All right, we're back. Before we give you our rating on this, and Deb's going to be like, man, you was crazy. I want you to smash that like button. Subscribe to the station.
Ring the bell for notifications.
All right, and in the link in the description, click on the link to the Patreon. That's a double linkage there. And for exclusive content and giveaways. Okay.
You go first. What did you give it?
Why do I always have to go first?
You don't always go first. Lately you are.
Okay, so I thought it was going to be higher than I gave it. Deb's going to say it's too high. I gave it a solid 8.5.
Oh, I gave it an 8 too. I liked it.
Okay, so we're right around where we should be.
Well, you gave it an 8.5 with all those little things.
I thought it was going to be like orgasmic, like a 9, 9.2, 9.3 up there for, I know you don't like George T. Stagg, but, you know, up there with that, or the JD 14 or the 13th Colony Double Oaked. It's not there for me.
Yeah.
But this is really good. Zero regrets buying this. I had to pass over like Lot B's and Old Rip 10s, but we had bunches of those. So this was something new.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we got it.
Okay, so you're not going to beat me up?
Nope.
No, I get to live another day. So it's a buy.
Definitely.
Cruising down to Virginia?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Might have to stay with my cousin, yeah, who lives down there in the mansion in the yacht because, you know. All right. So leave a comment down below if you've had the A. Smith Bowman. This is batch number 3. Thanks for watching.
And remember, bourbon's for sharing. Share this video.
And I think that we're going to share this
The
on a live stream. Yes.
Cheers.
For the after credits. For science.
Just a splash.
Just out of mine?
No, just a splash of my own. Yeah. It's straight from the barrel. Mm-hmm. Do we have a back with that?
We got different versions of it. This didn't make it in the regular video. We're going to see if there's similarities and which one we like better. You don't like it?
No, nothing like it.
Oh, nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
Definitely get some apple off the nose.
I don't get apple. I can't do fruit.
That is definitely a lower proof. I do enjoy that.
It's good, but nothing like this one.
Not getting as much vanilla or toffee on it. I think the flavors are more intense
here. Yeah, this is more fruity.
I thought you said you can't get fruit.
I can't nose fruit, but
okay.
I can taste fruit.
And yeah, I think the proof and the intensity. If you can handle the heat of 135.1, you can do it.
What's the proof on that?
123. And we got a couple different expressions that some of that are higher. So definitely you notice the proof difference.
Yeah, it tastes different though.
All right. We're terminating. We got to eat. What's for dinner tonight, Deb?
Chicken enchiladas.
Chicken enchiladas.
I think I like the straight from the barrel better.